Our intellect is biased in nature, but our will is what pulls us towards good. When you doubt if a belief is actually right, then look for answers. Doubt it, fuel it, seek it. If you don't question and only absorb, you're no different from a dog on a leash. As said by our national hero Jose Rizal stated in a letter, ignorance is servitude, because as a man thinks, so he is. A man who does not think for himself and allow himself to be guided by the thought of another is like the beast led by a halter. Even if we grew up inside a box of set rules and dogmas to follow, we are the ones who decide whether we stand still or take the leap. Relying on intellect alone without our will can just lead you to the same end. To understand this better, intellect is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as our mind's capacity to understand and form judgments. Will, our ability to direct or control our determination to do something. Growing up in a religious household, I was fed with thoughts like, women belong in the kitchen, real men don't cry, in which I would mindlessly absorb, just like in Jose Rizal's quote about ignorance. But I always had the unending feeling of uncertainty. With those ideas, I would think that a man is weak or even gay when he cries, because that was the knowledge my mind had absorbed. At that time, questioning your elders was a taboo. Yet my will to follow what's right and morally good pushed me to finally doubt the things that my elders had firmly upheld as unquestionable truths. I let myself explore, unchaining my mind from the beliefs that I later on realized were all biased. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman explains that our mind's thinking system is influenced either by our emotions or our prior knowledge. Both can be vulnerable to bias. Our intellect is biased in nature, but what makes room for growth is our willingness to seek to fill the gap between what we know and what we have yet to learn, based on George Loewenstein's theory of the information gap. Our desire for more is what makes us explore and learn. A lot of Filipinos still have a traditional mindset, still caged, yet many within our generation finally started to shed light on many issues that used to be so overshadowed because they had the will to step out, to explore, to speak. They wanted growth. The Philippine Revolution wouldn't exist if there wasn't even one Filipino who started questioning the system back then. If no one ever tried to step beyond the line, if no one had ever stopped to actually see the flaws within the system, growth wouldn't have happened. It's the uncertainty of what we've already been taught that drives us to seek answers. It's our will and right to process and form our own thoughts. Even if our intellect is biased, it's our will that pulls us away from the restraints of seeking the actual good. To doubt is not rebellion, but our way to fuel and start the chase of the good beyond the limits of what we've been told. Knowledge and intellect were never meant to be static.